Sorry for the lack of uploads lately. I've been really busy with school, especially on the studying and these tests, especially the biology tests. They've been a real pain in the butt, unfortunately. But now back to the reviews. So here is the CollectA 2009 Tylosaurus figure. Now this is, of course, one of their older models, and of course CollectA's older models are infamous, most infamous for being terribly sculpted, like their disruptive spondylus and their inaccuracies. But this Tylosaurus has no tail fluke at all, but can't really blame them because the fluke wasn't discovered till 2011, and look, 2009. So don't complain about it not having the tail fluke. Overall, I think this is one of their nicer figures, older figures, along with the Tylosaurus, which I'm about to get soon. But see, it's not that bad. And of course, Tylosaurus was the apex predator of his time, killing other predators such as Cretoxyrana, Squalicorax, and Zephactinus. See, the teeth are decently sculpted, even though they're pretty blunt. And look, it's actually got, don't know if you can see it, but it's actually got a forked tongue. Not a forked tongue, because most mosasaur toys lack this, even the recent CollectA mosasaurs. Yes, as you all know, they are related to snakes and monitor lizards, but a few errors with this is the flippers are relatively tiny, because you see in the Carnegie, they're pretty big in comparison to this one. See, paint job, don't know what these colors are, but so there's a brown underbelly, some black for the fins, and the top of the head, and it goes all the way down. And there is some airbrushing, I guess, with the little black stripes on its back, but I think this is a more accurate color scheme to the Carnegie Tylosaurus and the newer Tylosaurus from Safari Limited, which I'll definitely get. But the tail is pretty bendy, as you can see here. So are the jaws, so it can close around its prey. So let's get the ruler out here. So this Tylosaurus is roughly 8 inches long, because it's curved. With its tail stretched out, it'll be roughly, say, 10 inches. And I say the neck is a little bit thick too, so I think the ratings are already in my mind already, but let's just start with, I think I give this figure a 7.5 out of 10. It's not the worst mosasaur figure out there. You should definitely get the newer Safari Tylosaurus and the CollectA mosasaurus. Those are currently the best ones out there. But this one's not that bad, and he's not that hard to find either. But I suggest getting it from eBay if they have it, because most of them are being sold from Australia and Korea. But let's start the comparisons right now. First, with the Carnegie Tylosaurus, which was released in the same year. As you can see, the Carnegie is far superior, and might want to get him soon, because he's being retired, and 2017 was replacing him. But yeah, I think this one looks more like a Tylosaurus than this one, because the bigger flippers and the thinner body and neck. Next up, we have the CollectA mosasaurus. So I think this is definitely an improvement over this one. See, it's perfectly proportioned, and the tail fluke. Well, of course, it wasn't discovered on this one yet, but this one's definitely an improvement over this one. So, good job, CollectA. Next up, we have the GeoWorld Tylosaurus. And I think I prefer the GeoWorld over the CollectA one. This one's more better proportion, even though this one lacks a tail fluke, and it was made in 2015. But the paint job on here is what makes this figure not that great. I actually like the paint job on this one. So a few more. Here's the other marine reptile, the Liopleurodon. And not in scale at all, because Liopleurodon was way smaller than Tylosaurus. Because Liopleurodon was never 60 or 80 feet. One more. Here's the Tube Tylosaurus, and I actually think the Tube Tylosaurus looks better than that one. Lastly, here's Dolichoryncops. I don't have the CollectA one yet, but I'm not sure I'll be getting it. But I think this one is pretty much in scale with this one. So, 7.5 out of 10 for this figure. If you don't have it yet, I suggest you picking it up. Not the best mosasaur out there, but you should still get it. So, that's it for this review. Next up, I'll be reviewing the Geo World Chronosaurus, because I'll be reviewing that again, because that's one of my favorite marine reptile figures. So, take care, have a great day.